Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome.
Better late than never. Off kilter.
Welcome to TFT Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and Bunny Ears.
I'm not crooked. You are.
Hey, no, I am not the Playboy Bunny.
I won't argue that, but you're my Playboy bunny.
Aww. Okay, enough of that. Good thing there's not many people in the room to see this disgusting display, Mr. O. So, let's see. Hi, Mama T, Angel Rivera, Lena, Violet Lotus. Good to see you all. Might be a quick night. Who knows? But I always say that. And then people pop in.
I can't stand looking at myself leaning or whatever I'm leaning, so I'm going to try to straighten that out.
Oh, he's going to try to straighten the camera, leaving me to talk about the fact that it's 5 days till my birthday.
I knew I was in trouble.
Woohoo!
Okay, tell me if I'm going the right way or not. You have to look here.
No, you got to go the other way. No, the other way. Oh, okay, too far. That's about right. You might want to check it. It's a lot closer than it was.
I'll take it.
All right, Sunny has arrived, as you might see here in the corner. Mr. Maurice, hello, hello. Well, 5 days before my birthday, and tomorrow is, I don't know what I would call this. Okay, tomorrow is Good Friday, and I was born on a Good Friday.
But it wasn't a Good Friday for your mother.
But the thing is, it's not really my birthday till the 19th. But can we call it like a shadow birthday or something? You know, can I have a double birthday?
Of course, Banshee. You can call it whatever you want.
Thank you, Mr. Maurice. I've been enjoying like the whole Aries season here. It's been fun. And I don't see Gina in the room, but she told me something was coming for us tomorrow, and it came today.
Yay!
So
very nice.
We got brownies. Thank you so much, Gina. Of course, I will thank you later.
Hi, Mama T. Hi to everybody.
Hey, Mama T.
Mr.
Hi,
Maurice.
Sir Robbie. We'll get you on the list. It's a short list tonight, so you don't have long to wait.
Violet, Lena. Hello,
Of course,
everyone.
we're just goofing off here, but let's start with our card for the collective, shall we? I decided to bring out one of my birthday presents to me, and since it's close to the full moon, I thought, why not bring out this Witching Hour moon deck that I have here? So that is what we'll be using for our card for the collective. It's by Sherry Gerhardt.
I have to see the birthday girl every day, Mama T. But I think it's okay.
Well, I'm wearing the bunny ears tonight, and there were bunnies outside today, as a matter of fact. Uh-oh, Sunny has just spotted my bunny ears. Oh my gosh, he wants some. He wants some. Well, who wouldn't, Sunny? They're so cute. All right, Mr. O, shuffle and cut for me. Yeah, we'll grab a card from that book today. I will need
So
that.
speaking of Good Friday, it is also, in terms of synchronicities, Ramadan, for those who celebrate
right.
Ramadan. It is also Passover tomorrow, too, or it begins tomorrow. And, of course, with the spring equinox being a couple weeks ago, it's like all the major spring festivals or holidays have just occurred or are occurring.
I've been insufferable, Mama T. But it's been all fun.
Cut.
All right.
He just can't take his eyes off of your ears.
And I don't know if you hear any kind of loud whooshing. The wind is really strong.
Yeah,
We've
it's a
been
pretty
getting
windy day
like
here.
40-mile-an-hour gusts for the last couple of hours, I think. So it's kind of crazy. Oh, how cool, Mr. O. Look what I've got. And it almost looks hermity in a way. It's the Crow Moon. I like it. What number is that moon, Mr. O?
Crow Moon is number 7. Explore.
All right. The Crow Moon, also known as the Storm Moon, the Worm Moon, and Lenting Moon. During the Crow Moon, the energy of the world finally breaks the surface, emerging out into the open. It's a great time to start to grow and explore the universe around you. Allow these new beginnings to break those old illusions that may have held you back in the past. It's a time to see your inner truth, no matter how it may hurt, so your new self can prosper. Okay, so the Crow Moon is about, I think there's a word on there, it's explore. It's a waxing moon. Maiden is the symbology of that card. The waxing Crow Moon is about exploring through your inner self to find what you may be missing within. As this maiden is depicted walking through her forest, guided by her lamp glow and her crow companion, she's looking deep into the darkness. She is trying to find her true path and the courage within herself to move forward. Drawing the Explore card means now is the time to explore your inner self, your surroundings, and even current connections you have with other people. What new routes can you take to solve a current predicament you may be in? Examine what's around. Maybe there's a different path you can make, such as a new job or a class. This other avenue may guide you in the direction where you would like to be in life. Perhaps a connection with an acquaintance or friend may lead you to an opportunity.
Wonderful.
And so basically explore especially, like they said, your people surrounding you, your contacts, and what new things you could learn and grow from them. I like that. Go ahead.
Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to mention the cards I have.
Goodness.
I don't know why we have nowhere really to go.
I know. What's your hurry?
And from the Nefertari, I have the Justice. And then from my newer
Uncommon Tarot.
The Uncommon Tarot, it's the Eight of Coins. And then from the Adrian Tarot, it's the Queen of Swords.
Okay, so I have my Simplicity Tarot. There is the Death card in that tarot. I'm sure Mr. O will not hold it for me.
No,
Okay.
I won't. Since you asked.
All right, and it's nice, simple, light imagery.
Oh, now you want it back?
Yeah, I do.
I see.
do. I also have my other simple tarot, the Essential Tarot, and there is the Star in that deck.
Oh, so yours didn't arrive, Violet? I'm sorry about that.
Ah,
I know. Anticipation.
and then I have the Young Witch Tarot. Oh, there's the Tower in that deck. Every card has a poem. So adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Cyril Marchetti's Tarot Decoratif.
And that's the Lovers, La Amour.
Ah, I like that one.
And I don't know French despite being of French ancestry, so...
And we will be using the Lenormand tiles again. Plus, I will have this Witching Hour Oracle available, and also my Oracle of the Roses if
Hey,
somebody
Patton.
would prefer an Oracle reading. Hey, Patton! You here to enjoy the pre-birthday celebrations?
Or the pre-Easter celebrations. It could be about that, you know.
All right, well, we have a short list. We have not a lot of people. Let's get this show on the road.
You
and
have great
see
news,
where it
eh?
takes us.
Let's hear your great news, Patton.
Oh, Patton, let's hear it. Claudia!
Hi, Claudia.
Hello. Do you want a reading tonight, Claudia? Let us know.
Yes, I know. We were wondering if you were going to come for that.
That would mean you go to the beginning of the line, Claudia.
So, Claudia, you're going to be the first one with your birthday reading. Hi, Gina.
Gina! Put the camera on. Put the camera on.
Oh, right.
Yay! It came today. I heard this thumping at the door. I was going to check the tracking before I took a nap, but forgot, and I had to run downstairs. Because, boy, did we have the wind going out there today.
So thank you very much. Wonderful.
Well, you know what? I just have to grab my other computer, which is just a stone's throw away, and we can do Claudia's reading.
And
Happy
Patton,
birthday, Claudia.
Happy birthday, Claudia. And Patton got a new MacBook.
Patton! Woo! Mac!
Good for you. Mac rules. You know we think so.
We took forever, but we finally upgraded our system to Monterey this week. I don't know why we put it off, but we did.
So naturally, I had a minor glitch or two, but it's kind of stable. It's kind of stable.
We're getting there. So at any rate, we're all up to date now.
Okay, so Banshee's going to get her reading.
All right.
And thank you to our moderator, Violet, of course.
And Sunny is not to be happy. Can you hold this a minute while
I certainly can.
Settle back down and move this a little bit. All right. Thank you. All right, Sunny, this is a problem. Mr. O, do you want to use one of your decks? Or
sure, I'll use one of my decks.
Okay.
I'm going to use the Adrian Tarot for Claudia's
choice.
birthday reading.
I'm going to get up the reading.
Yes, Lena, so it might be a good idea to post the reading.
Yep, Lena.
I'm not sure what all that tech stuff means, Patton, but if you're happy, I'm happy.
Oh, the M1 chip. I've heard of that. Aha. Okay. That's cool.
And Lena will have a spirit reading when it's her turn.
Sunny, you have to move to... Okay, Lena. We will get to you. All right.
One more shuffle. There you go.
I see Blue is here. No, the list is not full, Blue. You're welcome to get a reading today. We'll get you on the list.
Hi, Blue.
All right, but we are doing a birthday reading, and for people who are new, if it is your birthday, we'll do the birthday reading for you and move you to the top of the list.
And if for some reason more than 2 people have a birthday, we'll negotiate.
Yeah, I think 2 is all we can handle because it's a little longer.
You're welcome.
But we'll get through it. And of course, Claudia, if you ever need to rewind and look at the show again and, absorb the reading more, it'll be on YouTube for you. All right. I think I'm missing somebody on the list. I'll fix that. Go ahead.
Violet will probably get it.
Yeah, I know where to. I see it.
Okay, so what is card 1 for the birthday spread?
All right, just 1 second. Putting a quick note in. All right, card 1 for the birthday spread is the gift you received last year that the gift you received last year that you can make the most use of this year.
And it's the 3 of Cups reversed.
Now, remember, all gifts don't come in nice, shiny, sparkly packages. Maybe it was the gift of lessons received through some, interactions with others that maybe weren't all that great. You learned a lot from the experience, whether it was quarrels, arguments, people not getting along, whatever the case may be. It was just, I feel, a situation here where maybe 2 that you knew truly who had your back and who didn't, and you acted accordingly from there.
Right, this sort of sounds like maybe you realized in that time since last year, people maybe who emotionally were not really your friends. Maybe they were playing you, or maybe they were just, pretending to be your friends. But that understanding is pretty much the gift. Okay, card 2.
Yes.
Is the Chariot.
And
upright.
card 2 is the gift of the present moment. I'll see if Sunny lets me keep the computer there. I can see it there. So the gift of the present moment is what again? The Chariot?
The Chariot.
Wow.
So this is very optimistic.
Well, I think this is the gift of the present moment. This is a time of movement. This is still Aries season until my birthday. And everything is moving faster now, as the seasons change and the growing cycle is starting to kick into gear. And so I think this is saying, Claudia, that it's time to get a move on. It's the present moment's gift this is a great time to move forward on any of your plans, goals, or projects for the year ahead.
The gift of the moment really is that now is the time for action. Also, the gift of the moment suggests that you really have the ability to bring some forces together, whether it's disparate energies or disparate people whose resources may be part of this, but you're able to really just provoke at this time to really move things in the direction you want them to go.
Card number 3 is the gift from your connection with others in the next year. So that's interesting. Now, what's going to happen with others in the next year? Ooh.
And it's the High Priestess upright.
Wow. Do you want to take that first?
Sure. So to me, it's the gift of your connection to others.
Yes, in this year.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there's a saying really that with those who you deem your best, and likewise, maybe there's an intuitive, simpatico relationship that you guys all have a sense of what each other's needs are. It's not just about empathy. It's really about understanding each other at almost a soul level. So over this next year, you'll find that those people who you feel the closest to will also feel this way about you, that you really understand your spiritual challenges as well as other things.
I didn't say to take all of it, Mr. O.
Well,
I am just kidding.
go on.
Claudia, it just seems though that, the people that you are connecting with in this next year will definitely fill your spirit. These might be people you connect on a real soul level with, or that you will just have a lot of profound experiences
So
with,
they could be people you already know. They could be people that you come to know in this year too. So it could just be somebody really new that just suddenly that connection is so obvious.
It's awesome.
All right.
So the gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward on your dreams and
I
goals.
love the fact that you're getting these major arcana upright. This one is strength. Isn't that beautiful? I love that.
It's 11 in this deck, yeah.
Yes, it's 11 in this deck.
Wow. So, again, that was what can help you move your projects along. Well, I think applying yourself diligently, but not pushing too hard. There's really not much you're going to have to do in the way of pushing this along. I feel that you can just kind of go with the flow of things and make things happen. In other words, don't work against the forces of nature, work with the flow of the forces of nature.
Well, Major Arcana 11 Strength is 1-1, which is 2, and that's also the High Priestess. And I feel there's a connection between these, because this idea here that the connection with your friends over this year really shows the depth of understanding each other. This is saying maybe that understanding promotes itself into the idea of how you settle conflicts, how you move on projects and things of all those sorts, how you build.
Card number 5 is the gift from your spirit guides and your ancestors. What do they want you to know or keep in mind in this next year?
Watch out for this one. He's kind of a babe, eh? He's maybe too young, though, for us. He's the Page of Discs, or the Page of Pentacles. He's upright.
Sorry, my computer went out there. So the gift from your spirit guides is, I feel that they're offering you a new chance, a new start, a fresh beginning, a growthful opportunity in the year ahead.
Well, and it's the Page of Cups, who is, kind of like the young mystic, or maybe they're really an old soul and a young body mystic. This is talking really about great mystical, poetical,
This
philosophical...
is the Page of Pentacles.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's why I said what I said.
I thought it was the cups. I'm so sorry.
Beginnings.
But you know what? The Page of Discs has a mystical, introspective quality of their own. I'm not going to take away from that idea that This is really about saying, looking into your visions and understanding what you can pull for them to work all this.
Well, the Page of Pentacles is a student, a perennial student. So Spirit might also be giving you an opportunity to dive deeper, to learn more. And I have a feeling that it does tie into High Priestess energy here in a way. Maybe you'll be connecting with like-minded individuals and doing some, if not magic, some psychic work or training or education, sharing of knowledge. It's possible, but I do feel there is connection that it might be some intuitive or spiritual learning, especially since that came up with your spirit guides.
So then that leaves us with card 6.
That leaves us with card 6, which is the gift the year ultimately gives to you. What lessons have you learned? What progress or growth have you achieved by year's end?
We were doing so well.
Oh, no.
It's the Fool reversed.
Well,
we were doing so well.
I think
I'm kidding.
there's a message here, and I feel the message is the gift of the Fool reversed indicates that by next year, you're going to really understand more, about the lessons learned from jumping off that cliff too soon, taking chances that maybe, you shouldn't have, the lessons of really thinking about things before you dive in, and I think along the way, maybe through intuition, maybe through learning, experiences, you will obtain that message.
Well,
it may not be a hard lesson to learn.
It won't be a hard lesson, Claudia. In a way, it sort of does relate to the idea that we were talking about with the High Priestess and strength, and maybe this page connected. Mm-hmm. And it's the idea that this gift a year from now really will tell you, you connected more with the sense of consequences with your actions. The Fool really does, in reverse sense, talk about consequences. He fell off the cliff. He shouldn't have went that way. He should have looked. This is saying really, without that kind of life trauma, that this is understanding yourself at the level of your choices and how they impact on other choices, whether they're spiritual, emotional, etc.
Yeah, sometimes you just take that leap. Sometimes you need to look first, and learning that lesson is an important one. Hey, and that's what we have for you, birthday girl.
I hope it was a great birthday for you.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I just enjoyed the entire Aries season.
All right, thanks, Claudia.
There's just never a bad day in Aries season. Period.
Mama T's next?
Yeah, she is.
I know, I'm just looking at the screen.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
And don't forget, you can go back and review it anytime you need to. I'm going to get the computer out.
Okay, messages from Spirit for Mama T.
Oh. Yes, I'll get my deck.
And I'll just remind everybody, we will be back on Sunday. Oh, my screen is not quite right there.
What's wrong?
At 2 p.m. Well, if you were looking, you would see.
Well, I can't do two things at once.
I know.
Not anymore. Multitasking is not me. I find multitasking to be evil. No.
Yes, I think having an annual 35th or whatever birthday party is awesome. Many years ago when I was doing a little bit of bizarre theater, we had an act at our theater and they did this thing about the particular person's annual 29th birthday party, which was so fun because he just refused to get beyond 29. Oh, really, Mama T? Let's see what we can deduce here. Sometimes I feel that the so-called veils do start thinning, and you know what? We're only a couple weeks out from Beltane,
That's right. It's
which
almost
is
Beltane
a
season.
veil thinning. It's just like Halloween, Samhain. It's a maybe different kind of feel there or a different effect in some way. Or anyone can offer their own opinion.
Okay. 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 We start with the Hierophant reverse, the Hierophant reverse.
The Hierophant reversed.
We've got the Four of Pentacles upright.
4 of Pentacles upright.
Whoa, and we got the Page of Pentacles upright.
And then there's the Page of Pentacles, okay.
So, and that was in the last reading too.
Yeah, it was.
Different deck. So, this is really interesting. I sense a new beginning afoot for you, Mama T, and it could bring in some money. It could be something that brings in some profit or some good news. Good financial news might be coming to you, and it may involve your resources, your money on hand, or I don't know, lack thereof. But the case is here. Well, let me start from the beginning, because I think what this is saying here is that I've just got something in my head that the Hierophant is telling you right now. You need to take a different approach to things. Think outside the box about ways that you can manage your present resources, and really kind of put a plan in action. But do things differently than you normally do. The Hierophant is really calling for some shift in perspective or thinking here, out of the box. And I feel here that if you do this, there could be a new financial beginning for you or some good financial news.
Well, when I look at this, Mama T, and I see those pentacles, and I say, oh, this is a spirit message, a message from Spirit.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, Spirit says a time is coming for you where you can manifest, whether it's material desire or other desire, but you may have to just really think differently about it. It's like you are about manifestation. You're always doing projects. You're finding ways to do these things. But Spirit is saying for maybe a bigger manifestation, you have to challenge yourself a little bit more to think different. Lenormand?
No.
Okay, I'm going to grab a brownie too.
It was a Spirit message, and I might have given more of a forecast, but Spirit evidently is wanting you to align with thinking about, what you have and how best to utilize it. And also, Spirit is thinking, Spirit is saying you are capable of doing things differently, and you can generate a new beginning for yourself where income. Maybe Spirit is saying you need to come up with a new way of bringing in money, new projects, new goals. Let me get the Lenormand, Mr. Oh, I think those are my cards.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. So don't forget about it.
Okay, here. Well, that's interesting because I want to see what he's going to draw.
So, Banshee has pulled the lily, and I have pulled the snake.
So,
There's some business thing here, right?
a little bit. The snake can be a tricky card, as we know. I almost feel the snake is saying here in this case, don't deceive yourself into thinking that it's too late, for you to turn things around, or it's not enough time, or I'm too old, let's say, hey, me. So, because it's never too late to turn things around, but don't be deceived in thinking that it is.
Okay, I'm going to go with that because this one's a little bit harder for me. I mean, I can understand how you're interpreting that. A part of me wants to say, because I'm more beginner with this still, is that maybe that there will be some changes as you're maturing or refining this process, and that may present, some vulnerability. So you have to just really look at everything honestly, pretty much, with how you're doing your plans.
Well, and you might be thinking that your ideas, whatever you're doing right now, doesn't need any tweaking or maturation or changes being made. But the snake is saying, don't deceive yourself here. You can come up with a better plan.
Hi, Libra.
That's what we have for you. Hey, Libra. Good to see you.
That's what we have for you, Mama T. Alrighty.
Might as well hold them. You're doing them next.
Yeah, I am.
First, at least.
Okay, so Angel's
Angel
next, right?
Rivera, you are up. Good to see you.
I think I'll use my Uncommon Tarot. Hi, Libra.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Violet. Good observation.
Yep. That works. And I better have
Gia, these are heavenly. They're so good.
Okay.
Look at the week ahead. You've got it. Oh, so my birthday has been fun so far. But as I said, what should I call tomorrow? Tomorrow's like it's my birthday holiday. Because I was born on a Good Friday, but my birthday isn't falling on a Good Friday this year. But I should still celebrate, and so I'll call it my birthday holiday.
If you're willing to just rewind later, like tomorrow morning or whenever, for the reading, Patton, just state your question and we'll do it when it's your turn.
Yeah, Patton, type your question, and Violet will make a note of it, and we'll do it when your turn comes up.
And
so
then,
you can check the video.
And then just check the video later. Thanks for coming and sharing your news.
Oh, I'd be excited to. Macs are my favorite thing.
Good luck with all your future plans, Mama T. They're really good, Gina. They're awesome. Hi, Kara.
Kara, you missed Sonny. He's gone. He flew the coop. He was attacking my bunny ears and everything. Not really attacking.
Well, just like going through the motions.
He was very curious.
All right, so we're on Angel's reading. A look at the week ahead.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good question.
We'll remember that.
All right, Angel Rivera. So our cards for you are... I don't know what it is. Is that the Magician?
It's Alchemist. It's number 14, so therefore it must be Temperance.
Ah, okay. Number 14. Where did you see the number? Because I don't see it.
It's right at the end of Alchemist.
That looks like something different to me, but I see it now. It looked like lettering.
Let me just see it to be sure.
I see 14 there. Let's not make this a big quibble
Yeah,
here.
it's number 14.
But it looked like something else to me
And
originally.
it was reversed, so let's keep it reversed.
I know. So you have the Alchemist reverse, that's Temperance. And then you have the Three of Cups. That one I can see.
Cups 3. Must have been a reason I gave you this deck.
And for its third time this evening, the Page of Cups, only from this deck, and it's reversed.
Okay. We've had the Page of Pentacles twice, not Cups.
No.
Okay. The Page of Cups first time this evening. So it is an interesting reading, and it certainly is about balance and harmony. And it seems like it's an emotional thing going on here, Angel. Which one is this again?
That's the Three of Cups.
It's the Three of Cups upright. So it's... Well, first off, I don't know. Be careful with the Easter celebrating now. Now, I don't know. Obviously, we are not necessarily all Christian and celebrate Easter the same way. But if you're planning on going to some type of celebration this weekend, I would caution, not to overindulge a little bit here because Temperance is reversed. This is definitely a celebration or a gathering or a party of some sort, but Temperance is reversed here, which means that, things might not be come out all right.
Well, I'm wondering if the possible imbalances are relating more to the overall emotional spectrum, like just, either the highs and lows of happiness or whatever. And maybe it's just, from the mood of the day itself. I mean, maybe you're not really going anywhere or celebrating it. And so maybe that just provides a sense of the moodiness too there. But I think you could have a perfectly good holiday all on your own if you wish. It is maybe something to keep in mind too, that maybe you're going to be feeling a little bit more intuitive in certain respects. So maybe that you're just really trying to avoid some of this too, maybe.
So issues at a faculty meeting, eh? Well, there could be some blowback from that, but it looks as though, and it does look like there was some upset. There was definitely something upsetting here. So I don't know if this is going to impact you in some way, or if actually things might be better for you, because you have that 3 of Cups here.
Like ultimately there's a reason to mostly celebrate or be happy.
Yeah, so...
Well, let's see what
definitely a mixed bag. So let's see what the Lenormand will have to say. Sunny's back. Stay here. You can't go by Alan. Stay here. Oh, you're giving me a look.
My name's Mr. O. Not Alan.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's why you gave me the look. Here.
So, the crossroads and the sun.
All right. So, this is interesting. I guess what I'm getting from that, Angel, is some success depends on a move or decision that's being made or will be made. So I don't know if this has anything to do with the faculty meeting or something up and coming, but I'm looking at this as there is success, but it's dependent on what decision or choice is being made, either by you, if this affects you, or, from the corporate environment, that...
If this is about that situation, then maybe the way it ended up, at least at that time, was this idea that, mostly people were happy about it, but maybe underlying issues say something still has to change, something is still approaching this idea of a crossroads where the direction may change. But even so, the sun seems to be on your side. Like maybe it's the aftermath, whatever was processed afterwards or alongside of that determine, there's going to be a better outcome.
The sun is definitely on your side one way or another, because the sun is just such a positive card. So I think this will turn out okay, but a lot is riding on choices, moves, or decisions that you or somebody else might be making.
That sounds pretty serious. I hope it wasn't very personal, of course.
Well, it may not have been, but maybe people were getting personal with each other in the arguments.
Well, and the understanding of how you were really seeing them or understanding them in a way you hadn't before.
Yeah, so it seems as though this definitely had to do with a group of people.
Yeah.
With the 3 there. And usually that's positive. So it might just be indicating, well, it was a supposedly typical faculty meeting, but things got out of hand and out of balance pretty quickly. And it left, the Page of Cups, I can't help but think it left a little bitter taste or disappointment. Anyway.
All right.
That's what we have for you, Angel. Good luck with that. A little bit vague. And so some of that fallout, I suspect, might be what you're dealing with in the week ahead. We're on Lena, I believe. Yep.
And
for
they asked for a
reading.
spirit reading. Your deck.
Okay.
And this Saturday, we will have the happy hour at our usual time of 10 a.m.
Mr. O is?
Working, but we'll be here for happy hour.
Yes.
I'm going to try to straighten out this camera here, I think, if I can do that. Look at that.
Did you do it?
Right in front of everyone's
Oh,
eyes. Wow, you really are behind. Watch.
Aw. I see.
Now you see.
My view is way, is probably like the rest of you. It's a little bit behind.
And of course, a
little bit of
brief
a lag.
reminder, my emotional exchanges is on tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. All right. So spirit reading for Lena.
Also, hey, don't think I have forgotten about giving myself a birthday reading. And I am going to make sure Mr. O reads it with me. And we're going to do a video so that we can have it on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. It may pop up on my birthday. But we also have to have what, Mr. O?
The cats.
No.
Oh, that's later. The monthly modality message
Yes, that's going to be on my birthday too because the sun
is moving into Taurus.
entering Taurus.
Bye-bye, Aries season.
We'll miss you, he says.
We'll miss you.
All right, here. Uh-oh. What's going on? We got the Wheel of Fortune reversed for Lena to start off. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles upright. That's a positive sign. And hey, Lena, we have the Ace of Pentacles upright. Holy cow. So that looks awfully positive. So I get the feeling here. All right, so what was this again? Just a spirit message?
Right.
Spirit is saying, even though you might be feeling right now that things aren't going your way, think about the things that bring you joy in life and the things that have enriched your life. I almost think here, Lena, that this is bringing up your family and inheritance that you just received not that long ago, and how it may be opening some doors or new beginnings for you. And so Spirit is saying, even though maybe it seems as though sometimes things are not going your way in life, look at some of the progress that's been made and where it can now take you.
Moo time. And when I first saw it, I thought it was
time,
I
right?
thought you were saying
Yeah.
moon time. I'm like, oh yeah, right, full moon is this weekend, so it's almost moon time. No, you meant moo time.
Kara's time, so somebody else will be getting a
Okay.
birthday reading in Taurus.
Back
season.
to Lena, I have this really interesting idea that these things are true, this idea maybe of things solidifying and being, fortuitous in the family area, money opportunities beginning. And I sort of think like maybe the wheel reversed is saying that through a series of maybe not understood things that didn't seem to connect, luck really moves you into those areas. Like maybe something that seems like the cycle is off for you is really preparing the cycle to kind of bring fortuitous luck to you.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's like whatever you've been feeling, about any kind of downturn or things not going.
I see that, Kara.
I know. That was good, Kara. or actually, Violet.
Oh, it's Violet. Wait.
Some
The cows.
cowbell.
Oh, yes. You're both doing cows. Ah!
Give me some cowbell. So even though things look like they have not been going your way, it is going to just turn to be a 180. Spirit says, be ready to receive. Spirit is ready to offer you a gift. That's that golden pentacle there.
That's a really good thing. Spirit is giving you a 180. The wheel's turning around, and with it is going to come these things that are better.
I think so. And it could be specifically in your material realm, but not necessarily. It could be in any other part of your life
Sure.
where you want to experience some growth.
You guys are nuts, but we love you.
Well, sometimes we feel like a nut, and sometimes we are.
Sometimes we don't.
All right.
That's pretty rare, actually. The key and the book.
I don't know. In this case, I'm looking at, and this is just me. It may not be Lenormand-like, but I'm having a feeling here that the key for you right now, Spirit is saying is, hey, you know what? dive deep. Dive deep right now, and we're waiting to, tell you all about this gift you're going to receive. So, it's time to really figure out what Spirit has in store for you. So, by all means, they're telling you to connect.
Right. This is definitely saying the key is really you really doing self-exploration. However you do it. It could just be availing yourself of other knowledge in some form.
Right.
Maybe Spirit is saying these things come as luck, but you are beholden to maybe learn more about why. Maybe there are skills or processes attached to them that you need to understand. But it's also saying to really know yourself. The key is knowing yourself.
Hey, Divine You.
Hi, Divine.
Well, Lena, the other thing about this is that, I think that maybe too that whatever the cycle of growth is for you, the key is I feel you're going to learn a lot from this experience.
And that's what we have for you, Lena.
And it's Mr. Maurice. You are up.
Hi, Mr. Maurice.
Hey, Mr. He is purring away here.
He looks like he's almost dead.
Purr.
And in other news, Banshee's Material Matters will return on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. So grab your coffee or beverage of choice and listen with us to the details for your tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance.
And just as a reminder, Sunday is 2 days before my birthday.
Oh, you.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry, Mr. O. Hey, why isn't that screen on us? Sunny is purring. Oh, we're in the corner? I don't see that.
Well, your screen hasn't changed yet.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
See?
Doggone it.
Aw, thank you, Blue. He is our little sweetie.
Sunny
And
is
I don't know,
adorable.
Mr. Maurice, are you still with us? Because it is your
Hey,
turn.
Mr. Maurice.
I don't believe I've seen your question.
We'll give Mr. Maurice another moment or two. Maybe they just stopped in to say hi.
It's always possible. So, what else do I want to talk about?
My birthday?
No.
Okay.
There's too many bunnies in this picture.
There is.
With a real... Are you the Cadbury bunny? Or are you just trying to be one?
Well, I'm sure would have been a lucrative contract, but no, I didn't get selected. I think some dog got selected, if I... All right, well, maybe we need to move on, and maybe if Mr. Maurice comes back, we'll try to fit him in.
We'll squeeze them in. Absolutely.
So I'll put a little note there. And we are on... Sarabi, you are up.
Okay, Sarabi, it's your turn. And I think you asked a question right at the beginning. Something about getting a job, maybe? I seem to remember that. I'm looking for it.
Okay, you go ahead.
When will I get a job? That was what he
Okay.
wrote earlier. So, Sarabi, are you with us?
Yeah, I see it. Thank you, Sarabi. Just posted.
Okay.
Well, let's see if we can find a timing. Sometimes it's tricky with the tarot, but maybe between the Tarot and Lenormand we can see something. We can at least get an outlook of what things look like right now for you. So
We're going to keep it in our sense of intent. The timing factor for you.
Oh, Sonny. He's taking my space again, Mr. O. I'm going to move the brownies by you, but that doesn't mean you get them all. Darn it.
Wait a minute. Technically, weren't these ones mine?
Yes. Yes.
But I always share with you.
You're so kind.
Just like those hash browns earlier.
Oh.
Sonny, do you want some too? You're looking at me like you want some.
All right. I'll leave you the bigger one. Because I'm the bigger person.
Okay, Sarabi. Your first card is the Ten of Pentacles. Whoops. And it's reversed.
Oh, okay. That came up again.
Yeah, it's been up here a few times. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles upright.
And what is with all the pentacle
And it
cards
says
today?
gain. And then, yeah, this is another pentagram. So this pentacle, these are all pentacles, so they are more or less addressing the idea of your finances. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight himself represents the sense of movement, moving towards something. This Nine of Coins is held to be the wish card, or certainly a card of material gain. It says gain there at the bottom. But our one thing that's a little bit off for us, perhaps, is this Ten of Pentacles, because it's reversed. And that may indicate maybe perhaps you're not getting enough support either for friends, family, in your search or in helping support you during this time that you are looking for a job. However, my feeling is this isn't giving us the full picture, so we might do a little bit more for you. But it seems like something's coming. It just doesn't seem like it's telling us exactly when. The Knight is clearly movement towards financial goals and the idea of gain there.
Hey, I ride a broom.
Hi,
Long
I ride a
time
broom.
no see.
I remember
Good to
you.
see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, Sarabi, this is interesting because it's all pentacle cards, which are business or money or material related. But one thing I will say about the problem with that card is even though the Knight of Pentacles is moving, it's one of the slower moving knights in the tarot. And as a matter of fact, since you have all pentacles here, I can't help but wonder if this is going to be a slow process finding a job. But I think something is moving towards you. I feel like right now you're feeling the pinch in a way here with this Ten of Pentacles reversed. And in some ways you don't feel you are supported in either, like Mr. O said, finding the job that you are looking for, or maybe obtaining resources you need to get by for now. Perhaps things have been getting tight, I don't know. Or do you have a job right now? At any rate, something is not working for you materially. However, that Nine of Pentacles maybe is here to say it's time to determine what it is that will really make you feel happy. I know, or that will make you feel fulfilled and that you are, getting what you truly want out of a job. I feel here's a time to really start looking into what is it you really want to do and what is it you really want to bring in right now that would satisfy and fulfill you. And this is indicating you will be on your way. Things are going to start moving possibly in your favor financially. Maybe you get some help or you do find a job, but I do think it might take a little bit of time.
I want to clarify my own thinking about this because although I said there was no time factor to me, I do want to say that I don't exactly agree with Banshee. I sort of feel that the Knight moves slow mostly when he's reversed.
Oh.
And that is not necessarily indicated. She's welcome to her opinion, but I'm sort
I
of
like
thinking
that, though.
that it's not super slow. It just may not be fast enough.
Yeah, and you know what? I like what he said there. I guess the reason I really focused on it being slow is because you had all pentacles.
That's true.
And so
the earth element.
Yeah, and so that's why I felt that. So I'm wondering here, though, Surabi, if you are actively looking for a job, my advice to you would be to take advantage of this Taurus season when it's in an earth sign.
Good point.
So it's possible that maybe the Taurus season you might be able to make some headway here.
Now here's something else too. The Lenormand, which we pull. I was going to say something, but I can't remember it. Anyway, it's your turn.
Okay.
And I have pulled the Lily from Lenormand. Okay, we're going to do a yes or no for you in the next 3 months. We will do that.
Okay, we'll do that.
And Banshee has pulled the Sith, which is curved away from the Lily. So it could be saying that there's still some things that you're maturing, that you're working on, you're trying to develop and grow. It's not about yourself. It may be about skill levels or resources. So you need to maybe focus more on that and not necessarily carve away things that will be helpful. You're going to have to decide what are the things you're learning or doing that are more helpful and not necessarily discard them.
Well, I'm going to take a little more optimistic outlook with this than maybe it deserves. But for some reason, well, actually, this isn't where I want it to be. So what I would say here is, Sarabi, you have to find a way to try to cut through, the time frame here. And so my advice again is that the sun is entering Taurus, which is an earth sign. I think that this next period, in particular, this month or two, you should just work on trying to find employment and pound the pavement, send out those resumes, and look for jobs, and just keep doing it. Don't wait for somebody to get back to you on one job. Just keep doing it. Because this is a time to really maximize that. And you might be able to cut down some of the delay factor here.
Now we're going to do a yes/no question specifically. Will you get a job in 3 months as you're asking? So that's a different kind of card reading. It is not a very long one. We're just going to go ahead and do it right now.
Actually, Blue, they are, they're like a traditional Lenormand with, updated modern imagery. And they're tiles. They're tiles. They're not cards. They're sort of like... they were made by some artist.
Like a Pulevic tile or something?
Well, it's not
Similar.
really. It's more of a,
It's a tile in the sense that it's been
plastic coated
filmed.
on wood, and it's really beautiful. She did a great
They
job.
are beautiful, yeah.
Jamie Sawyer.
And we use the Lenormand to kind of supplement what tarot says because we sort of feel tarot gives us a little bit of an overview, an abstractish maybe view. Lenormand kind of focuses in on some more possible physical realities. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this for you, Sarabi. Hold on. I'll give those back to you.
No, don't worry. I'm not taking your brownie. I'm just eating a crumb.
All right, the answer is only slightly chance of yes. It's more leaning towards no, that you would not get this job, but it's not impossible. It could be happening. The other two factors are the Three of Wands, which is upright. Let me show that. And then the reverse.
Oh, wow.
Three of Cups.
Yeah. So it's interesting. 2 3s here. I just feel you are still, it's showing you, at least in this 3-month period, still searching for the right fit for yourself. I think that Three of Cups reversed indicates some disappointment or displeasure with the options that are being offered. And the Three of Wands to me indicates that you are still searching for something. You are still planning and seeking something.
Well, I'm also wondering too if it's just a little possible that maybe there's a pull between different desires in terms of what you want or how you see it fitting into things, because you may have to make changes depending on what you actually come up with.
So I think this kind of falls in line with what I was saying about all the Pentacle cards. It's still going to be a process. I really would hate to think it's going to take 3 months, though. So that's why I'm saying maximize the time right now and see what you can do to cut that down, because this is not a definite no. It's leaning towards no, and it just may mean that you are having a hard time finding something that either fits your needs materially or your needs as far as your work-life balance goes, something like that.
I think that Three of Wands on the left is a good sign, though, because it is usually the card of investment, of planning, of also waiting for things to happen. So it's better to be waiting for things to happen that you plan for and seem to be coming towards you. And maybe that's where you will be in about 3 months. In a way, because you asked 3 months and you have 2 threes there, maybe
that's
this is
even telling.
Holding out the possibility that it will happen, but it might be closer to that 3-month mark.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I had better news for you, but like I said, start putting the energy, the actual physical energy out there, Sarabi, and you might be able to turn this around faster than you think. So check with us again in a little bit to see if the energies have shifted and changed once you yourself has started to set things in motion. Okay?
All right.
That's what we have for you, and I'm wishing you luck with that.
Good luck, Sarabi. Thanks for coming tonight. And Patton asked if their MacBook will wind up with the same known screen issues, and should they get Apple Care?
Wow,
so
I would say yes.
Yes or no question.
I would say get Apple Care, but let's see. All right, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it? No, it was your deck last time. Sorry.
And we just finished the first half
Did
of
we
our
do
show.
the Lenormand
Yes, we did.
Sarabi's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember?
No. Oh, it was the first reading because we did the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I got confused. It does not take much to confuse me. After all, it's going to be 65 in a few days. That's okay. You may have it. All right. Don't worry, I'll get my share of birthday goodies.
Oh, I know.
All right.
Should we
You want me
just
to
count them
count
off? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were going to do that, right?
Yes, we were.
So good.
That's really interesting.
Why?
Just a minute.
Because it was right on 13?
Yep, nope. Okay, well, God, it's leaning towards yes, so you are going to have the same problems, but I'm not so convinced about that, because that's the way we asked the question, right?
Right.
So it is leaning towards yes, and you have the Knight of Cups here. These first 2 aces that came out, they both came out on the 12th card, which is interesting.
Huh. So that's a 1-year warranty. Or 2 years.
Oh my gosh. You
Or
know
2
what,
years.
Patton? I would recommend you get at least a limited, I don't know if you have to pay for 3 years or if you can get a 1-year Apple Care. But I would recommend doing it. It would probably be a smart decision and would put your mind at ease. I really think so. And it's also saying that you might have the same screen issues, but I'm almost thinking for some reason that this is more in line with saying, get Apple Care, play it safe, and then you won't have to worry as much.
The Knight of Cups represents somebody that cares. And
Apple
so in this case, it's a person, it's that service for you. It's really, and saying they will come to you, they will go to you, you will go to them. Your money will go to them.
Your money will go to them. Wait a minute,
right.
We didn't do a letter.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Mr. O. You're a little jumpy there.
Little jumpy.
Must be brownies. Here.
Maybe I should try yours.
Uh-oh. What you got?
Clover.
Why don't we have anything to set these on, Mr. O?
I don't know, but I could get it.
No, that's okay. So it looks as though, if I read this one way, I could say luck is coming to an end. So on the one hand, this just might be advising again, don't rely on fate or luck, to get you through. You should probably cover yourself with the warranty. That would be my guess. But, on the other hand, too, and this is why I'm thinking you probably will not have the same screen problems, because the Clover is such a lucky card, so I almost think it's saying, your screen problems aren't going to be there, but why take a chance on anything else that could go wrong? Just don't rely on fate. Do what you need to do to protect yourself. And that's what I have there for that.
They won't show up though because see it's too low.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You mean they won't show up here? Oh.
See, because I changed the orientation of the camera.
Well, I don't know why you did that, but...
Because I wanted to have a wider, bigger view of the cards.
Okay. We'll work it, we'll hold them, but just to be able to put them down after talking about them might be a good thing. Okay.
Well, there is that.
Yeah. And you'll rethink that camera thing next time. All right. So that's what we have for you.
No, it's going to be staying like this, sorry.
No, it's not.
Are you going to change it?
I will.
You don't like that nice big view of the cards there?
Well, no. Not if I can't see the... Well, we'll probably use Lenormand cards in the future, so maybe it'll be okay. We'll do that. Well, that's what we have for you, Pat, and I know you're not here. Good luck with that. Thanks for stopping in. All right, we did Claudia earlier. Gina.
Hi, Gina.
Choose a deck that appeals and bottom of the deck. Well, I have two here, but let's try our Witching Hour for you. All right. I should move these. You want to shuffle first? Go ahead. I'll let you cut. Uh-oh.
It is fun. It's very pretty. Whoops, you go.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Mm-hmm. It's a gorgeous deck. It's just beautiful. And since we have a full moon coming up, I thought, why not bring out the moon deck? Sonny, I'm reading for Gina. You wouldn't let me shuffle.
He's falling for Gina.
Aww.
Or whoever. He's fallen and he may not be able to get up. You and me both, Kara. The bigger the deck, the harder to shuffle.
Just let me...
Yes, yes, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, Sunny.
I saw this card earlier. This is I was looking at this deck earlier today. This is a beautiful card. But it's the Ice Moon Growth. And it's number 5, is that, Mr. O?
It is number 5. Miss O.
So basically, it's the Mother Moon. They have like the Ice Maiden, the Ice Mother, and the Ice Crone. You have drawn the Ice Mother Moon, and it's about growth. So so there's 2 things I'll read here. The full Ice Moon is associated with growth, as the mother in this card is rooted to her life with her past experiences. She can learn to look beyond that and grow taller and become fuller within her personal growth. Thus, she is depicted as part of the tree. I love that. And I know you like trees like I do. So you can be part of the tree and grow like the tree. Think where in your life you can grow. Personal growth is an ongoing process of understanding and developing oneself to achieve one's fullest potential. This card is also about opening your mind to allow yourself to understand that growth has a profound effect on every single aspect of your life, not just the part of your life that is growing. It affects everything.
It's so beautiful. It really is.
As we grow, we begin to feel more passionate about life in general. We are naturally more motivated because learning and growing add inspiration and a sense of excitement. So, what aspects of your life may need growth to see from another's perspective?
I feel the earth move under my feet.
And the bottom card, this is number 14. And that's also 5.
Which is also a 5.
Wow.
Bam, bam.
And it's the Hare Moon. Oh,
the Hare Moon.
I had bunnies outside today.
Oh.
Well, I went to the wrong one. Sorry. But interestingly enough, Gina, it is also a Mother Moon. And remember, we are having a full moon tomorrow. So this is a very interesting synchronicity for you. Maybe there is some power in this. I think it's it's a Libra full moon that's coming. So maybe there's some power in it. Is it tomorrow or is it Saturday?
It's really close. It's either tomorrow or Saturday.
It might be Saturday, but I'm not sure.
in the middle of the night or something.
Yeah. But whatever, this full moon, you have a lot of the full moon energy surrounding you right now. So basically,
you're not going to take the 5th on that?
It's interesting. So this one is about propagating energy. The full Hare Moon is a time to cultivate or tap into the telluric current, which is the energy that derives from the heart of the earth. Here, the mother of the Hare Moon is pictured holding the earth in her hands as the current of energy swirls from the center. She is cradling this earth energy in her palms, ready to use it within herself to make her strong and intuitive. This card represents the need to gather your personal energy. You need to take inventory of all your unused, or more importantly, your misused power, and store it for an essential purpose. Have you ever been in a situation that drains you of your vitality? Is there a specific person you deal with who depletes you? Oops, trying to turn the page. Reflect on what parts of your life are diminishing your energy and how to pull that energy back to you to redirect it towards a better purpose. Like the purpose indicated here, towards more growth in your life. Instead of letting people, with this tree motif here, instead of letting people sap your energy, grow in a different direction. It's time to grow in a different direction. Both of those are very cool, and there was a real interesting, I think, synchronicity between the two of those.
It's beautiful. And you know what, Gina? We see a lot of bunnies here. We just walk outside, and there they are. We see them hopping through the backyard behind us all the time.
And there they are. Wait, we got Lenormand. Do you have them?
Right. I don't know.
Oh, they're here. hiding behind Sunny, but I'll let you draw first because I think I did last time. Why, thank you, Gina. I thought that sap worked there.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Why do you keep telling me that? That's come up again?
Yes.
Works for me. So basically, yeah, you may have to make some cuts in your life of things that are no longer promoting growth. I think that kind of fits in with the hair card, and what may be sapping your energy. So you just may have to cut the things that are causing confusion or maybe even self-doubts. Maybe these are mindsets or things that you have to eliminate, in order to promote a more growthful cycle right now.
I didn't really follow that. What you said with the Lenormand.
Okay, so why?
Well, because I was reading in the chat room.
All right, so go ahead and just go with it. Well, look, the scythe is facing the clouds.
But the clouds influences the scythe, right? So it may be saying that the ways for you to prepare may have some amount of problems, but they're really going to blow away. The way that I'm looking at the scythe as a tool to handle problems, not so much as something that's necessarily cutting, but I'm looking at it as just as a tool and saying that the way to use the tools you have will become free or will not have the dark clouds hanging over them.
Well, basically, remember we always talk though about where is the scythe pointing, Mr. O, correct?
Towards the white clouds.
Well, towards the clouds. So I feel in this case, it's basically saying clear out the confusion, cut away at what it is that may be promoting fogginess in your life, a lack of mental clarity, or people who maybe are causing a lot of uncertainty in your life and are sapping that energy that you need to apply to your own personal growth. That's what we have for you. Not bad, though. I thought you actually did very well with that.
Thank you.
Your BS-ometer. A spirit guide reading, you absolutely can, Blue. You are up, aren't you? Yes, you are. All right.
Will the real Banshee Bunny really stand up? Is it that one or that one?
Or this one.
Wait.
Stay, Sunny. Or is it Sunny Bunny?
Here comes Sunny Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail.
Now he really wants to attack them. Yeah, just teasing you, Sunny.
All right, and we are back for Blue.
All right, Blue.
And I'm going to use my Nefertari deck.
Gina, if you didn't see the book I wrote you earlier, sorry about that in advance, but I replied to you today in a DM, and what an interesting day I had. Thanks to you.
Thank you, everyone, for saying Sunny is adorable. He knows.
Sunny is my bunny and my buddy.
Spirit reading for Blue.
Sorry, it was just pretty profound, actually.
A spirit guide reading. Guess we should do those, eh?
Oops. Yes. Oops again. But hey, you can lay out these cards. All right, spirit guide reading.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we get for Blue. All right, put these away. here.
So my first card is the Ace of Coins or Pentacles, and it's reversed. Then I have the Ten of Swords upright. And then I have the Two of Cups upright.
Oh.
Well, I am wondering if maybe Spirit is saying that there's some chance of emotional situations changing on you. It may revolve around a relationship or a partnership. It may be saying that it's time to consider that the amount of work you had been putting into it is not really going anywhere. Spirit may be guiding you to at least study this problem for a while, to study the nature of your relationships. Maybe it's not one in particular. Maybe Spirit is saying, that you maybe need to make a big change.
Well, this is interesting as a spirit reading, Blue. I look at that Ten of Swords here, and, Spirit is saying, you may have been through some downturn. Spirit is saying that no matter what life throws at you, no matter what people do to you, you shouldn't allow it to stop you from growing, and in particular, finding communion with others and trusting others again. It can be hard, Spirit says, when you have been let down or betrayed, or you feel like, you just constantly keep having to pick yourself up off your feet again. And sometimes we feel like, why do I even want to try? But this is saying here that, don't give up. Don't give up just because, things have set you back. There's communion for you, and there is a trust that you can develop with others once more. Because the 10 here is upright, and I feel that this card always indicates, and Spirit is always trying to tell you too, that there is light at the end of these tunnels. There is light, and so don't close your heart off to others. Be open, be receptive, and learn to trust once more. Don't let the knocks in life close your heart. I kind of feel that's the message from Spirit here.
So now I'm pulling a Lenormand for you.
Oh.
And I have the letter.
That's the letter from Spirit.
And you have the Coffin.
So, also, sometimes I have to say it too, that, the Coffin can indicate news of a passing. So I don't know if maybe some of this has to do with something coming to an end, a relationship, somebody passing away, something of that nature, or losing a job or something like that. But Spirit is saying here that, there may be news of an ending in your life. They might be trying to let you know here that some cycle is about to come to an end. And I'm hoping that what this is saying is that some of these knocks that you have been going through, it might be over now. It might be over now, and for you to pick up and trust, trust in life once more, trust in people once more, and move forward, with a sense of, you don't have to keep watching your back.
I'm seeing where these two Lenormand cards tiles do kind of tie in a little bit with what we're talking about here. More so with mine, with the idea maybe that there was something about, emotional breaking up or parting of ways or non-resonating towards each other. I'm actually wondering too if it is possible that maybe this was connected to a passing in some way. I'm not sure. I don't always take it very literal when I see
No,
the coffin.
I don't either always. It just depends.
It just sort of, there's a slight sense for me too.
Because there's the letter there. It just sounds like news of something coming to an end, if not, a passing.
Right. It more or less says that it clarifies the matter. It sort of brings a sense of closure to the matter. And we sort of both hinted at it here too, especially Banshee, that this was a matter that you could be able to pick up and move from. So,
but if that doesn't resonate with you, I also feel that this is indicating that some cycle or something is coming to an end, and you're going to get some, this is news, it is a letter, but it could just indicate that you're going to get a sign of some sort that conditions are going to improve. So I hope that's true, and I hope this made sense for you, Blue. Good luck with that.
And we'll see you again.
Oh, and the DNA thing is interesting, Gina, because, of course, my whole problem is DNA. And need I remind you, and I forgot if you're still here, when I wrote that to you, that don't forget that my cancer involves a J, the JAK2 receptor, genetic receptor on my DNA.
Whoa!
So think about that, Gina. It's JAK, the JAK2 gene, which has the defect. So at any rate, so really awesome synchronicities there. I don't know. That just blew my mind today. So.
Okay, so Libra is up next.
Libra is up. All right. And one other thing I will mention while we're waiting on Libra is that I've been listening to a lot of music therapy programs lately that have to do with DNA regeneration and, some healing kind of frequencies. So it's kind of interesting, too, that, we're talking about the DNA stuff.
You're welcome, Blue. Did Libra already give us a question? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Nope, Violet's asking her.
Yeah, because I know that, Violet would have had it probably. Hey, you're welcome, Blue. I'm not sure, if that doesn't resonate, maybe our cards were a little bit off here, but if you know what that's about, that's great. Check in with us again. It's always good to see you here.
Hi, Lily.
Lily, hey, I think we can do Lily too. Why not?
Absolutely. And just a reminder, but Wednesdays is the day for Goth Tarot. 8 o'clock on Wednesday mornings. And of course, we will be back.
Oh, find that one for me. I mean, I'm looking at I'm listening to some interesting binaural beats now. I got myself an actual eye mask headband with the Bluetooth so that I can sleep with, it playing, which is nice too. Or try to.
You're right, Divine, too. In fact, we have done some healing work that way with ohms and chakras. A long time ago, we were doing that more often, maybe. But you're right.
Indeed.
Get out that singing bowl.
Libra, where are you?
Libra.
Libra cause paging.
Well, let's keep our momentum going. Maybe we can squeeze Libra in if they don't show up soon.
Yeah, all right. So let's go to, is it Kara? Is it Kara, I think.
Yes. Then Divine, then I
God, Gina, the DNA thing is not spinning right now. I've been trying to get Mr. O to put batteries in for me because I'm not tall enough. We have it hanging.
I'm not either, but I'm the one that has to climb the ladder.
He's taller than me. So yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot and getting that going again. Doggone it.
We changed the batteries twice or once?
Oh, I think it was once.
Just the initial time and then once.
Well, what happened this time is I think we had an old battery in the mix, so it didn't run as long.
I had a ladder. It's a high ceiling.
Yeah, we have it up high because the cats would play with it otherwise. But it's in the perfect spot in our bedroom. It's in the perfect spot.
Kara, are you telling us that you can't have an oracle? Okay.
Oh, you can. Kara.
I
Let's
promise
do
to
this.
do it this weekend. I'm going to do it this weekend. I'm going to bring the ladder out from the garage, drag it all the way upstairs, and do it. And then you're going to help me clean off those fan blades.
Yeah, we got to clean those fan blades up there. 'Cause
If I'm
it's
going
the
up there, I might
season.
as well make it
You
worth my
betcha.
while.
Yep, you're right. Housework.
Yep, I promise.
But we're not going to do this on my birthday, are we?
That's Tuesday.
Or my shadow birthday tomorrow?
No.
My holiday birthday?
Will it be a Good Friday? I said the weekend, so that could be Saturday or Sunday.
Well,
so we'll
I
just
would
have
like to
figure
get
it out.
going, so I'm not adverse to this tomorrow. We can do it. We'll see.
Oh, I'm always careful, Gina.
Oh gosh, sweating. I hold the ladder. I won't kick it out from under him, I promise.
Not until she's sure the rope's around the neck right.
Oh, Mr. O.
Gina's
cut me
mobile
You
doubles
cut me to the
as
quick, Scorpio.
you out Scorpio the Scorpio.
All right, Kara.
I'll be careful.
Ooh, Kara, you have the blue moon, which is about prophecy. 3-3.
Ooh, look at that. I like that. The blue moon.
It's like maybe a crone to me.
Yeah, with a third eye.
33.
We are kind of
Wait,
silly.
is it the snow moon or the blue moon?
The blue moon, 33.
Oh, I'm on 34, excuse me. 33, prophecy, the blue moon.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
waning moon, so it's a crone moon. And it says the waning blue moon is a time for prediction and foresight, as the crone is shown upon this card. There is a skull referring to the past and how she can use that for insight going forward. Future selves are pictured as ghostly figures around the wise woman, and the raven represents divination and awareness.
I love this one.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think here it's definitely saying, you need to divinate right now. You need to go and do some of your own, forecasting here. And also it's saying to look at some of the things from your past to gain some insight into present conditions. Okay, so one more thing about it. Now is the time to use your past experience to predict the outcome of a current state of affairs, which is pretty much what I just said. It's also time to seek knowledge of the future or the unknown by supernatural means. Reflect on what has happened in the past and how that can likely happen again. How did you react previously to a specific situation? Do you want to act that way again, or is it time to change paths? Maybe a loved one treated you poorly before and may do so again with current circumstances. Think about possible outcomes to events that are about to unfold. So I guess there's a little bit of ominousness there, but it may not be. It's just basically using past experience to guide you through your present ones. In other words, it's almost like the tower in that respect, that you should take your lessons from the past to make sure you don't repeat a cycle you don't want to repeat.
I think we've both been thinking that you, Kara, have been vibrating to some psychic energy lately.
And guess what? Okay, I pulled the bottom for you because we did for Gina. And we have the cold moon. And again, it looks like it's the waning element. And it's personal alchemy. Sounds like a powerhouse card to me.
And 3 and 9
as a
is
matter
12.
of fact,
1, 2, 3. Boy, a lot of threes here.
It's a matter of fact, it's the last card in the deck.
A lot of
So,
threes.
cold moon, waxing moon, crone. Or waning moon, I'm sorry. The waning cold moon is a time for you to process a deep embodied yet personal inquiry of yourself. As the crone is illustrated on this card, she is reaching deep inside herself, finding her soul represented in the glowing orb she holds within her chest. Drawing this card indicates that it's a time to start identifying the areas of your life where you want to make changes. gather the resources to make those shifts, plot out a plan, and then take the steps to implement the new ideas. We engage with this process of change by breaking it up into small, easily implemented new habits. Where in your life can you apply personal alchemy and start changing those patterns? So it's definitely a card that sounds like, okay, it's telling you to prophecy, go within. This is telling you go within. This is telling you really to dive deep here into yourself and, maybe like examine your past behaviors and actions. See how, maybe some of them are still lurking around that need to be changed and shifted in order for better things to occur and happen for you now, or to assist you in present things that are going on in your life. Anything to add?
Well, I can't add a lot to it, but the Cold Moon's numbers were 3, 9, and of course 3 and 9 is 12, and then 1 and 2 is 3 again, and of course we have more 3s here, 33. So a lot of 3s, and that's Trinity, Maiden, Mother, Crone kind of energy. So interesting.
Should I say, uh-oh?
No.
You do that to me. Oh, excellent.
Excellent. Stars kill mice. Oh wait, we're not playing that game.
All right. So, I think that all of this leads to the idea that there is hope here and there is light. There is illumination coming from this self-exploration that you should undertake, and it will help you through time, a period right now where maybe you have some issues or some stress or some troubles going on, whether they're physical, mental, spiritual, or involving people around you in your tribe right now. There is light that is going to be shed to help you better navigate your present state of affairs.
Well, I almost feel like the little mice are sort of like a reflection of the little images around the crone, the little ghostly images, because the star is clearly a reflection of the light that the crone is bringing.
That's a very good point. And if you go with that, then I think that it's saying, because this was about the lessons from the past, right?
Uh-huh.
So look at some of the struggles and problems or similar situations that you had in the past. And how did you react to them? And how did it turn out for you? So if it didn't turn out well, this shedding a light on this situation will guide you in how you should react now.
Very cool.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Blessed be.
All right. And yes, I'll be rolling out different oracle decks. I think I'll use this one again on Sunday, though, for Sunday's show. And then we'll go on to one of the different ones I got. I have some really awesome decks. My goodness.
Divine wanted to know how or where to focus. Where to focus.
Oh, we're on Divine? Okay.
Where should I be focusing my efforts?
All right.
All right. So I'm going to take the Adrian Tarot. You're so welcome, Kara. Thank you, Violet.
You are welcome. Yeah, that deck is a real good find. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, it's another witch-themed deck. I have a lot of witch-themed decks. But it was actually all the lunar cycle when I looked at the samples, on the website. And I'm like, that's something that I really don't have a lot of. And it's a real worthy addition. I love it. I can use it in a lot of different ways. And I like using it around the moons like this, too. It's kind of nice, the full moon.
And who knows, maybe there'll be some other use for it.
There may be. Right. Okay, Divine.
All right, so our first one is the Five of Cups. And then it's the Six of Cups. How interesting. And then it's the reversed Six of Coins, or Six of Pentacles. It is reversed. So I sort of feel that where you should focus your efforts, perhaps, your energies, is maybe to try to continue working beyond your sense of disappointments and loss. That maybe you have to just kind of come to an understanding with what is flowing out of your life at this time that is disappointing to you.
Do you see a real connection here, perhaps, with this reversed? Because that's about flow in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, this is about you understanding maybe that you have to focus beyond what's lost and disappointing, but this is possibly saying that may take more out of you. It may take some of your compassion out of you, but it may also take other things too out of you, sense of hope or sense of being able to be more generous. I'll let you jump in if you want.
Well, this is interesting, Divine. I definitely think one of the key cards here is that Five of Cups, and it does talk about, because you're asking about what you need to do. And what I think you need to do here is to focus on, this the sadness or the disappointment or the sorrows you're feeling at either what you have lost or what you feel that you don't have now. I mean, not about past losses per se, so much as what you feel you're lacking now. In other words, you need to start thinking in gratitude about the things in your life that are good, because there is good in your life. We'll get to that. The Five of Cups, to me, is always a card of, well, you win some, you lose some, but you can choose to focus on the disappointments, or you can choose to focus on what good things have happened in your life, whether it's from your children, your family, your job, whatever has been good in your life. And start not focusing on the things that are bringing you down. And I think here your past is the key too. Looking at the positive things that have happened to you from your past. Focusing on the things that brought you enjoyment or fulfilled you from the past. And maybe even bringing those back again. Whether it's a hobby, whether it's a lifestyle, whether it's, just something you used to do that brought you joy that you no longer do anymore.
I wonder if it's being connected to maybe people who are in your family, but you're not as connected to as your children or somebody, like maybe there are cousins or other people who have some sort of resonance to you, but distance has made, it even further. There may be joy in reaching out to people who you know from your past, but who aren't necessarily a big part of it at this time.
Now, to me, the reason I'm reading them this way is because with the cups here like this dominating, this seems like it's on an emotional or, in a more emotional level. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean relationships, but what it does mean is like there's this feeling and this sense of depression here that I feel from this Five of Cups. And I feel here that with the Five of Cups, there's also this idea, though, but you've had a lot of joy and goodness in your life, and that's what you need to build on and focus on right now, so that you can, and also to incorporate some of the things from your past in that, because you really need to find balance once more. Some part of your life, maybe you may not realize it, but I feel there's a part of your life that might be taking too much out of you right now, and you're not getting enough back. There's a lack of balance here in some way, I feel, related to this emotional situation.
If you're focusing your efforts, you should consider focusing your efforts to not consider or not get beyond what you lose, what you have lost, or what you feel you've given away or is no longer yours in some way. That maybe a lot of this is saying you have those things there and you should just kind of work beyond them. Focus on the more positive things, not on these things that remind you of those losses.
Sometimes, well, the 6 to me on a material level is this idea that either you're holding back from being giving or open to others, or vice versa. There's a lack of flow. So, but if I take it on a more personal level with these cards, I feel there's a lack of something in your life on an emotional level, or that's making you feel happy or fulfilled. I just wanted to explain that a little more, where I was coming from.
G, Banshee.
Oh. So now I'm hearing G. I'm not looking, Mr. O, till I... G.
I drew the gentleman, and you drew the star. And it's really interesting, Divine, because I think you're lonely for a companion. I think that's a big part of it. I know that things didn't work out.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm just being forward about it in a way, too. But I feel that maybe this card, these 2 Lenormand cards could be saying that maybe destiny, hope returns to your life because of somebody new. You meet somebody who maybe helps you live again, helps you see beyond the disappointments, helps you understand where your generosity should and should not lie.
Well, for all, I know we've been through this before, Divine, and this is not saying you need a partner to fulfill you per se. But I would say this, that it's possible a new relationship, whether it is a friendship, whether it is a partnership, whether it's even somebody at work that you just have a casual camaraderie with, that there is hope here, or there is a light, a more lightness because of this encounter or meeting. So it's possible it could indicate a new relationship because you've got all this cup activity here.
A few moments ago I mentioned maybe not as close relative, a cousin or somebody else. And I wonder if maybe this could be that too, that this could just be saying that if you connect with somebody who you have a familial tie with, that maybe
past.
This will help bring perspective, hope, destiny to you. And so it may be possible that there's somebody that you should consider reaching out to, or maybe consider that maybe they will be reaching out to you.
That's what we have, Divine You. The cards have spoken.
Thank you, dear one.
And I ride a broom is up, and I know you've got your question. Will your boss call you back to work? Oh. Why don't we do 2 and 2 on this and see what we get?
So that's your deck then?
Yes.
Okay. Good luck, Divine. Thanks for dropping in tonight.
Thanks, Divine. Ah. Okay, so we're basically going to do 2 sets of 2 cards.
You're welcome.
And the first one will be, will you be called back to work? And the other one will be, should you be looking for another job? Just want to see what the energies say there. If we have to follow up with one yes, no, we will real quick, but we'll see.
And yes, it was okay for you to close the list, of course. I think you saw that.
Here you go, shuffle. Stay there. Where are you going, little son? Sonny, you're on camera. No, up. See how he does that? See how he's sneaking closer to you, Mr. O? Or the camera. He wants his extreme close up.
Why does Sonny crawl over to my side every time? He wants to be close to me.
Yep, you'll be after I ride a broom, Lily. I think. Am I right?
Yes,
I'm pretty
that is
sure.
correct.
Okay. Let me just do this. Sonny, you're really messing with me. Sorry, Mr. O. Had a little issue there. Okay, the first one, we got the Queen of Wands reversed and the Eight of Wands upright. So this is the one where, will your boss call you to go back to work? Should you be looking for a new job? Wow, you know what? I could read that either way.
For both of those questions?
Okay.
Is it for one question or two?
For the one. Okay, I'm sorry.
said both, though.
Should the boss call you back? Will the boss call you back to work? And I could read that either way, yes or no. I'm serious.
Go ahead.
Because the Queen of Wands is reversed here, which seems to me that, you know, they're not inclined to do it. They've got an attitude for some reason, and maybe they'd rather, maybe they're changing things. Maybe they're moving the energy, you know, and either they're not filling that position or they're going in a different direction. Maybe they're reorganizing. I feel there's a lot of energy and movement surrounding this. That's one way. I want to do the other way, and then I'll let you go.
I feel the Queen of Wands reversed.
No, I said I'd let you go. Just let me finish.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I said I wanted to say, okay, so that's one way I could read it. The other way I could read it is that, you know, they may be a little bit slow, but things will start moving swiftly and you might get called back. So that's why I'm confused.
Okay,
I
well,
can see it either way.
I see what you're saying because I sort of feel that they do represent different sides there, but to me, in total, I don't see a way to merge them. I think the Queen of Wands reverse maybe indicates that there is sort of a prickly attitude here about you, or just in general a person might have. Maybe it's not a prickly attitude, but they're just not, they're not
Good night,
really
Gina.
glomming with you at this point. And it may be that they have this feeling they want to move quicker into some other direction that maybe doesn't
Right,
seem
which
to
kind of
include
ties
you.
in with mine. I'm really inclined to go with that, but let's see what the other side says. Should you start looking for a job? Well, we do have the Knight of Wands reversed here,
It's interesting.
and then we have the Hermit reversed. Well, that's interesting too.
This almost seems to say a little bit of both, like maybe you
like
should,
I said here.
maybe you should, but maybe you shouldn't. You know, like maybe you should stick around, as sort of what I'm getting. Well, I don't know, maybe the Hermit reverse could be saying go beyond, and the Knight of Wands reversed is saying hold tight, don't move too fast, sort of hang on a little bit.
The Knight of Wands, well, I think the Hermit reversed is saying that if you do look for another job, don't take anything, don't rush too hastily into something. The Hermit reversed is saying, you know, use a little wise knowledge here. Make sure that you're making the wise choices for yourself, and go and explore a bit. Maybe, you know, it's okay. I'm looking at the whole totality here now, and I'm thinking what it's saying, I Ride a Broom, is that maybe you should start looking and not wait for this person to make their mind up. Because number one, you don't have to take a position just because you get an offer. You don't have to take it, but it might be good for you to get the ball rolling now and trying to see what you could attract. Because this doesn't seem like a very sure thing to me.
You know what seems crazy to me, and this is just going from some little bit of intuition I feel, but I sort of feel like where you might be looking or going would be very peripheral to where you are. Like maybe it's a corollary company or situation of some sort. I just sort of feel that. I don't know if it's because of the two wands, but I sort of feel like where you look or where you might end up looking would be in something that's similar or maybe has some sort of connection to the previous one. I don't mean that to mean that it should influence your decision. It's just a psychic sense I feel here.
Well, I think for this one, we have to draw Lenormands for both.
Yeah.
So let's draw for the first one first and see what we get. Huh.
Oh, so this is for the first one. And you know, I'm feeling like I sort of sense that with the first one. Like, I'm thinking that maybe you could be offered something different with the boss who you're waiting to call you back. That's what I sort of feeling like. It's like maybe there's a different opportunity there.
I don't know. I gotta tell you, I ride a broom. I'm thinking differently than Mr. O here. I feel like there is a letter that's going to let you know that it's time to move on.
Okay.
You might get some news that's telling you it's time to seek out a new opportunity. But I'm not going to rule out what he says here. If you do stay with them, there's going to be something different about it. Like, for example, maybe you'd have less hours. Maybe you'd be merged into some other department. Maybe there would be just something different about it.
Mr. O is dropping the tiles everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Did you want me to pull the first one?
Yeah, I did. But if you're dropping my tiles, do we need to move this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And that one didn't want to stay in my hand. But this one does. And so for the second set, I have pulled the lady. And I don't know why, but I feel like your boss is a lady. I don't know if that's true or not.
This is if she should move or they should move on.
Right.
So personally, sometimes I feel whether we get the lady or the man, it could indicate just you.
Right.
And I really feel that's the case here. And I feel like what this is saying is that you would be self-empowered right now if you started looking. And I mean, putting your resumes out there, getting maybe some interviews out of your belt or some phone, some preliminary phone interviews with people, however they do it now. And it would be an empowering experience, if nothing else for you, that you start doing this sooner than later. That's my feeling about it.
I'm going to just go with Banshee and say I think she's right here, that I feel the pull of this saying that you're better off maybe
being proactive.
Maybe the boss will call you back. Maybe there will be something different or something comparable. But I think you're still better off being more proactive because I think if nothing else, it does self-empower you. And every time I ever felt like something was that way for me in my job life, I decided to try to have some job interviews just so that I could get a sense of morale, because usually I would do well. And I think there's something empowering about knowing that sometimes a look from the outside is a little bit more appreciative of somebody who just sort of feels like they know you.
Well, sometimes it can be a negative experience because you have to deal with rejection. Not everybody is going to call you back. And some of the things you really want,
True.
You may not hear from, but it will make you stronger. This whole experience will build you in some way. And so I feel you should go for that, but not necessarily roll this out because it may take time for you to find something anyway. So that's the way it looks. It's a little bit of a mixed bag, but I sense there's some shakeup where you are at now. So good luck with that. Thanks, Mr. O.
Well, at least you didn't come. I could have done that.
Was it just two? I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've got sunny hair all over my face. All right, we are on
Lily.
Lily. It is your
Lily's
turn.
question.
And they did post a question.
What are M's feelings towards Lily? All right. Thanks for hanging on, Lily.
Stopped working.
We do tend to take our time here with all the readings, so I hope that will bring you value as well. I'm going to use my Uncommon Tarot.
Okay. Goodness, I've had this lemonade water here and I haven't drank any.
And it's been a great night. It looked like it was going to be slow, and then all of a sudden we just totally filled up. Thanks for the people that just came and seemingly dropped in to say hi, or perhaps
Well,
we'll
Mr.
see them
Maurice,
again.
and did we do Libras?
Nope, they didn't
Nope.
come back either.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was so cute
What?
when he rubbed your face.
Well, that was because I had to lean down to get cards you had dropped. I hope I got them.
So is that how I get you to rub caressingly against my face? I'll take Sonny. He's ready. He's like, as soon as I said that, he's like, yes, come here, Mr. O.
I'm speechless right now, but I might just be tired.
That's unusual. I think that happened once in 1983. Yeah, when Brandon was born. You were speechless, so you were screaming.
That's true.
All right, Lily. It's the Ten of Pentacles or coins. It's reversed.
Oh, that's come up again.
Yeah, I know. It's the Emperor reversed, which is almost the same in a way. And then it's the Seven of Coins upright.
Boy, these are so non-romantic in a way. I'm just trying to
Yeah, they
figure
don't
this
really
out here.
Speak to that.
The Ten of Pentacles. Did you want me to go ahead or read?
Yes, I'm just trying to formulate here.
All right. So the Emperor reversed. I get the feeling that they don't feel that they. Well, what are they feeling towards you? They feel as though they're uncertain right now. I feel like I don't know. Are you communicating with this person right now? I'm wondering, because it seems as though they're taking a step back to really think about their feelings right now. And some of it makes me feel that they're having a hard time focusing on relationship issues right now, if this is about a relationship. That they're having problems thinking about things. Oh, I'm having a real hard time with this one.
I wasn't convinced that this was about a relationship. You didn't really mention that. You said that what their feelings are, so that could just be a friend or it could be something else. So I wasn't really sure that I was getting that from this set of cards. It could be that they just sort of feel there's something maybe they would like to be able to understand or discern, or possibly even, sort of have a sense of how you work. Like they feel like they don't understand how you work, like, in their lives or in general. That's the Emperor reverse. Like they don't have a handle on you in a way. They're trying to understand you maybe. And maybe that's also a little bit in that Ten of Coins there too, that you don't fit into a sense of logic for them. So this could pertain on whether it's a relationship or not. There's something that sort of seems different about you to them. And maybe what it is it seems like you're not ready to decide things or to put action in a certain way. And so they sort of feel like they can't, their feeling about you is that they can't understand what you feel about them maybe. Is that weird or what?
I don't know. I'm off on this one, and I just wonder here. I feel as though, first off, that this is all about them and how they feel about you. And I feel here that they're taking a step back to think about it. I really feel pretty firmly about that card, that they're really assessing where things are at right now. I finally am starting to coalesce something here. I feel like they're wondering how you fit into things. So in other words, if this is on a business level, they're wondering how you fit into the culture or the organization as a whole. If this is about a personal, situation, they're wondering how you fit in with their tribe, with the people they hang around with their family, things like that. They're just wondering if this is going to work. And they feel like they don't have a sense of it right now. The Emperor is like there's just not a lot of control over the situation. They feel like they don't really have a grasp on it yet, and that's why for example, if they're not communicating with you right now, they're taking a step back. Or if they are with you right now, they may be moving things along in a certain direction, but they're not really certain that this is going to work out.
This has been really a little bit of a harder reading because even if it was just talking about any kind of relationship, a friendship, a business relationship, a family one, there's just sort of a sense that it's not as clear as we would like it to be. We sort of see guarded feelings or unsure feelings.
Well, I also feel too that this person seems like they might be a little controlling, or that they want to dominate in some ways, and maybe they just feel like they don't have that sense of that with you. They like to be more a dominant person. I don't know if any of this is making sense to you right now, because like I said, it does seem rather odd. So I don't know if we have to throw more cards here, but what I do want to do is look at the Lenormand first. Maybe it'll help me clarify this. But I really think there's something about how you fit into their life and the people that they surrounded themselves with and their social or work situations. Well, I don't know. What do you got?
Lily and
So I don't know if there's an age difference between the two of you. I don't know if maybe they feel too that you might be too mature for them or not mature enough for them in some ways. What do you think?
Well, the other way of looking at that too is that since the lily represents a maturation or a process of growth, it may be saying that they haven't really decided yet, that their feelings are evolving in certain ways.
There is one other thing about this card though, Lily. So if this is relationship oriented, I will say that sometimes the lilies talks about sensuality and sexuality. So it might be that they find you, somebody that they feel they might like to have a, more intimate relationship with. I'm not ruling that out. But there is some sense of how this is all going to work out for them.
It strikes me that, of course, you are Lily, or at least here you are Lily.
Yeah, that's right.
And, of course, the lady represents the potential partner, no matter what gender would be appropriate. So it is kind of interesting that maybe what we saw there as not really looking exactly like a relationship could actually be one.
Maybe. Or again, if this is about business, this could indicate they're questioning whether you are ready for certain responsibilities or to fit in, in the position or organization that you might be involved in. I don't know. We're just throwing it all out there and hoping that it sticks. But it's a very similar concept, whether this is for business or personal.
These didn't go back in the previous time.
Well, we could not bring that up now.
I know. Okay, so that's what we have.
That's what we have for you.
Thanks,
Good luck with
Lily.
that. It's always a reason for something.
Indeed. So that means we're on Violet then.
We are on Violet. My goodness. So I don't know. The other thing I would say, Lily, if this did not resonate, do come back. It's possible we're just not able to pick up the energies today. It's really funny sometimes. The cards sometimes do not totally fit the question being asked. And so that's why I say, if this really didn't resonate well, check with us again. And we'll see what the cards have to say. Because after all, the tarot is really a snapshot in time. And so it may give us a better picture on another day.
So good luck.
Violet Lotus. All right, first off, Libra or Mr. Maurice are not here, I'm assuming. So if you are, speak now. Yay! Oh, no. Well, we've had our share today.
All right. Okay. I think I know which tarot I will use.
All right. I'll just use my witch an hour.
Let's see what... And we're this time we're just going to shuffle ourselves. We're not going to...
Well, we could switch if we wanted. We did that before.
We
Let's
did.
do that.
Okay.
Let's cross the streams. And you can cut these and I'll cut yours.
What a night.
Well, I think, we had one day not that long ago where a lot of the cards just were not quite connecting right. And
Oh, no, Kara.
Oh, really? Oh, man. I thought I saw you mention that on Twitter or something. I saw it briefly today. I got distracted and was doing something else, but I thought I saw that. That's terrible. I worry about that all the time. So many people are getting their accounts hacked or their identities stolen and all of this stuff.
I've never heard about it happening so often than right now, it seems.
It's really out of control. I'm going to let you shuffle.
All right.
I'm going to move the list since we're done. Boy, that's such a bummer. Well, hopefully we're just still, and see, it doesn't matter how big or small you are out there, what footprint you have out there, people will come and steal your identity. I just don't understand. Hang on.
Like a bull in a china shop?
All right, Oracle first.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's the Buck Moon, and it's about dream work. Do not like that camera. All right, what number is that?
21.
Okay, it is a waning crone moon. If you haven't figured that out, sure looks like it. The waning buck moon is a wonderful time to undertake dream work. For this card here is the crone with the swirling universe in front of her. Like luminescent stardust, butterflies float around her in a dreamy landscape. The crone gazes at you as if she can see your inner self. By doing so, she tries to get your soul to manifest the imaginings in your work. And it's really interesting, Violet, because you've had some interesting dreams of late. And I see you're saying you had another one. So it's really interesting. So then it says, this card encourages you to look back at your recent dreams and consider what you may have conjured in your sleep. Dream work is the process by which the unconscious mind alters the manifest content of thoughts to decode their real meaning for the dreamer. Whew, that was a mouthful. Your higher self or your dream self has been waiting for you to start paying attention. What were you dreaming about? What could be the meaning behind such images or emotions? Were you afraid in your dream, angry or forlorn? Try to think back to your vision and reflect on what your inner self is trying to tell you. And maybe that's also, I think you said something here about a message from Dimmy too, right?
Right. The question is an oracle message from Dimmy. Yeah.
So he's also telling you to pay attention to what's been going on in those dreams. There's something there. And, maybe considering the past readings you've had where it says you have to figure it out yourself. Let's see what that says.
So then with the tarot, and I'm using the Adrian tarot, and you have the 7 of coins upright, and it says patience. Oh, I know you don't want to hear that. But maybe that's what the message is that maybe some of the questions you've asked have indicated that maybe certain people say you have to do these things differently than you thought, that maybe you thought it would be more proactive, but it's not, or vice versa. And I think that the Spirit is saying you just have to hang on for when that moment does arrive, that you just need to resonate to that moment that's coming to you.
I think Spirit is saying that, or Dimmy is saying that, he's right in a way, patience. In other words, this is not going to unravel all at once. It may take some time, and it may unravel piece by piece. I'm getting the feeling here that maybe since you are having more dreams, it's not just about one dream, it's connecting the dots between them all. Maybe there's some connection here that you're going to have to find out as they unravel. And so, the 7 of Pentacles is about taking steps back to assess. Now is the time to really evaluate those dreams. And by all means, make sure you're writing them down, even the little details, because maybe it's not the totality of the dream that's important, but there's certain signs and symbols there that really are the message for you. Maybe there's, the small part of the dream is what's the most important part of the dream.
Well, and it could also be saying, too, is that these dreams messages may have to be pondered or thought about in different settings and over time, that you may not glean everything about the message in the first take, that maybe some of this will happen over other considerations, which is why it's saying patience, because the message of any particular dream may have multiple parts that you'll have to understand one by one by one.
Well, you know me. I grabbed the bottom card.
I'm going to grab the bottom card.
What? Okay.
Well, after you.
So we have let go here. And that's number 29. It's a blood moon and it's a mommy moon. So this one indicates that it's a time to let go. Here I painted a mother breaking away from her past self, as represented in the shadow of herself fading behind her. This mother is letting go of the past and everything that haunts her soul, so she can move forward with the child that is inside of her, with something new that is developing. So maybe some of these dreams, I'm just speculating here, it may not be, but that some of these dreams may be tied to something from your past that you need to let go of. Well, you need to shed.
Another thing about this too is that a pregnancy, a birth has stages. And you said it too, one piece at a time. And so patience is called for, because this dream's revelations to you will take place in stages. Like I said, you will just you will begin to grok them, understand them one bit at a time.
There's one more part to that card. It is time to let go of the past that has haunted you to this point. That is the person you used to be. And even though that old self allowed you to be the person you are today, you are no longer that individual. This card also represents that now is a perfect opportunity to release a negative factor in your life. This could be a person, a habit that harms your happiness or sense of self. Think about what you need to set you free. And what card do you have for that?
And so my bottom card from the tarot pile is the reversed Two of Wands. And the reversed Two of Wands, for me in this essence, is saying, don't necessarily think the plans will go the way you thought. That maybe Spirit, the dreams, Dimmy, the messages are saying, hey, maybe the plans are going to change on you suddenly, like it's going to be a plot twist. And you need to be flexible enough or patient enough to understand where that plot twist or that change will take you, because it is meant to be, perhaps. No?
Oh, yes, but yeah. And I think it kind of fits in this card in this way here, is that this card is asking you to let go because there is something new about to be born for you, a new self, you know? And so I feel here that this is saying here, don't hold on to things that, you know, maybe worked well for you in the past, but that now you need to move past now. You need to move steps forward. Jimmy says this is time for moves upward. And so some of these dreams might be indicating that, you know, there are things that it is time to let go of. And maybe there are things from your past that are still haunting you or making you hold back from birthing this new beginning. I don't know. Or this new level of consciousness. So, Violet, something to think about there. But why don't we grab some Lenormand? Just for the heck of it, huh? Ah.
Wait, let me switch the camera back. Oh, indeed.
Oh. Wow.
New things and old things.
Which is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Death and birth, in a way. And so what this is saying is
stork
that,
in the coffin.
you know, hey, with the old, in with the new. You know, but this is a new you. Or it has something to do with you and your work, you know. So I think it's saying some cycle, something is trying to end so that something new can be born. And look, you've got the mother here, and you've got that, the stork.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
I can't really add to that. I just think that obviously Spirit is saying, be patient, something is going to happen. It may not happen as soon or exactly the way you want. It may be a plot twist, as I'm saying, but it's meant to be. It's meant to give you the illumination or more of the keys that you're looking for.
Dimmy is saying, let go, let it end, and grow. That's what we have for you, Violet. Good luck with that. Wow.
Interesting. I hope you like that, Violet.
Well, hope you enjoyed that.
It's kind of cosmic. So just another brief reminder for everybody to come back and watch all our shows. The modality next week, the material matters, my show tomorrow, and of course Happy Hour on Saturday. It's all here.
So you like this deck, Violet? It's pretty cool.
You're welcome.
I like it a
You're
lot.
very welcome.
Put it to use
Thank you for
tonight.
everything you do for us too, of course. Appreciate it.
All right. Wow, that's our show. A little bit choppy, a little bit frenetic, a little bit crazy.
A little bit overtime.
A little bit us. So thanks everybody for sticking with us, and we shall see you again at
Saturday,
Happy Hour. Be there.
All right.
Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of the evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.